Hello there. Some Treasury staff have been given very handsome pay rises and bonuses, despite the pay freezes. And what's this about a House of Lords report on the Northern Ireland Protocol? As per usual, please like, subscribe and comment below. And when subscribing, please press the little bell but also select the All option, or you won't get any notifications. So we're all in this together, and there's no money left. We're constantly told by the government when it comes to things like pay rises. But it seems that the money tree located in the garden of number 11 Downing Street can bear fruit when the cash is destined for the right people. And during the pandemic, those right people were Treasury officials. A very grudging 3% for NHS staff and a pay freeze for everyone else. But according to Treasury accounts, 6 of the 9 top civil servants got a pay rise and 5 of them got a bonus. The Telegraph reports that Rishi Sunak's chief economist had a boost of 30,000 quid or more to take her salary up to between £150,000 and £155,000, while 3 others received bonuses of £15,000 to £20,000. And according to the annual report, the Chancellor's bureaucrats got pay increases and bonuses of up to 9%. Seems they might have access to a different money tree reserved especially for the great and good, rather than the gnarled and now worn out bare one that the rest of us have to rely on. The former Tory leader Ian Duncan Smith called this bizarre and said that he was surprised at the lack of judgment. Bizarre? I'd call it a definite kick in the teeth for the rest of us. But Tory MP Andrew Percy said, "If pay had to be frozen for a frontline police officer, then it absolutely should be frozen for senior civil servants too. It's completely unacceptable." Yes, unacceptable. However, the government tried to play it down by saying that we must attract the brightest and best. Blah, blah, blah. Now the government knew these pay rises were going to be published. They knew they couldn't hide it. They will have known that it would reflect badly on the Chancellor. Is Rishi Sunak really that politically tin-eared? I have to say I doubt it, given that he took the initiative on self-enforced isolation when he and Boris got pinged the other week, leaving Boris in his wake looking weak and opportunistic. So would someone as obviously ambitious as Sunak make such a dumb mistake? Something doesn't stack up there for me. But whatever the background, the golden goose is now out of the bag, and the unions will have a much clearer shot at the goal of a public sector pay rise, especially where NHS workers are concerned in their hunt for more than 3%. And then there's the Treasury intention to suspend the state pension triple lock. And why are they doing that? Because average pay has gone up by 8% or so, and Rishi thinks it would be unsustainable. Well, it's sustainable for some, isn't it? Now, before I get to the next item, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my Patreon and PayPal supporters, as well as those that buy a mug with my mug on it. Link in the descriptions box below. You really do help me keep this channel going. A new House of Lords report on the Brexit Northern Ireland Protocol has slammed both the government of the UK and the EU Commission for causing the shambles the protocol has become. And it says that the search for solutions has been hampered by fundamental flaws in the UK and EU's approach. Lack of clarity, transparency and readiness on the part of the UK. Lack of balance, understanding and flexibility on the part of the EU. And it says that achieving peace in Northern Ireland was a long, arduous slog, and that the protocol should be treated in exactly the same way. And both sides, says the report, should be prepared to compromise along the way. and it went to great pains to point out that Article 16 could only be triggered in a proportionate way, and that the other side could take retributive action if the action of the other side triggering Article 16 affected them. Sounds like eternal ping-pong to me. Now, in a few short months, this protocol, the implementation of which has been driven hard by Brussels, has caused economic damage to Northern Ireland and the UK, as well as causing diversion of trade to the point that, according to the Belfast Telegraph, the future Northern Ireland operations of supermarkets Asda and Sainsbury's, which employ around 6,000 people here, could come under threat because of the burdens of the Northern Ireland Protocol. And that stems from a warning from investment advisor and CEO of OCO Global, Mark O'Connell. So as far as I can tell, Northern Ireland does not have the time in hand to allow years and years of painstaking negotiation with the EU, which is only interested in the single market crippling the UK and wresting Northern Ireland from the UK. And the EU itself would welcome such a long-winded approach that could take us potentially into a Labour-led government down the road, and Labour would sign up to anything the EU presented to them. So no, we haven't got the time for these long negotiations. And when it comes to compromise, we've seen it all the way through the talks, both before and after Brexit Day. The only compromise the EU is interested in is seeing the UK compromise its own sovereignty and independence by signing up to Brussels rules and ECJ jurisdiction. Now, the House of Lords is part of the UK legislative setup and should be working purely towards the best result for the UK. And that does not include compromising our sovereignty for an easy life. Although the overwhelmingly pro-EU, anti-Brexit House of Lords will almost certainly view any move to put the UK back under Brussels control as a step forward. Now, the House of Lords report says that the EU thinks the UK is seeking to undermine the protocol and will not live up to its political and legal commitments. And it says that the UK thinks the EU will always prioritise the integrity of the single market over the interests and unique circumstances of Northern Ireland. Now, the protocol is wrecking the UK internal market. So on the former, I'm right with the school of thought that the protocol must be totally undermined and ditched at the earliest opportunity. And on the latter, the EU has proved time and again that its only interest is to protect its precious single market at the expense of everything else. Because without the single market, the EU as an entity loses its reason to exist. And here the EU understanding of the situation seems to be greater than our government's. The EU understands the importance of your own internal market. If our government understood this, the protocol would already be dead and buried. So what's your opinion on Treasury staff pay rises and the House of Lords Protocol report? Please like and comment below.